Hello everybody, it's Jen. Welcome back to another card making video. Today I am using the uber cute Superdudes by Heffy Doodle. This is part of their new release, and I showed this stamp set there, but it went by really quickly. I will leave a link to the products if you want to see pictures of close-ups of the actual stamp set. So today I am using the Little Girl Superhero, and I'm using my favorite sentiment in the stamp set that says card making is my superpower. So I'm going to be making a very clean and simple card today. I did end up ordering some of the stencils from Heffy Doodle that go along with this stamp set release, and so I'll be doing a more elaborate scene card with this stamp set once it comes out. But for now, I just wanted to start off with this card as I thought it was perfect for all of us card makers. So I'm stamping out the images here. I was having a bit of trouble with my stamp platform. This is not by any means an error in the stamp itself. I seem to have a spot in my platform that is getting worse over time where it is not stamping properly. So I did have to go over this image with my ink quite a few times to get that crisp image that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to clean my stamp off really quickly with my Shammy, and then I'm going to mask the images. I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending for the background. So I just I stamped the images onto some full sheet adhesive post-it note paper and cut those out myself. Very easy. So now I'm just bringing in some squeezed lemonade distress oxide, and that's a little piece of laminated cardstock there underneath the stamp or the ink pad. So I'm using my makeup brush. These are just affordable brushes I got off of Amazon, and the link to the ones that I purchased will be below as well. I'm dabbing off the ink onto my laminated sheet of paper first. I want a very soft yellow glow to the background. You've seen me do this technique before, so nothing new here. Now that I have that done, I'm just going to clean off my brush with my microfiber cloth there, pull up the masks, and then we'll move into the coloring. So I'm going to start with the skin tones. I'm using E13, E11, and E00, and I have the R20 there. I'm going to give her some rosy cheeks. So I'm just laying in my darkest color. She's got a little tank top superhero outfit on, so I'm going to color her arms in a skin tone. Coming in with my mid-tone now, the E11, and then I will finish that off with the E00. I love her little stance and her cute little smile, and I think Heffy Doodle was just genius putting in this sentiment, because for all of us card makers, I think it's definitely our superpower. Just going to add the rosy cheeks, blend that out with the E00, and then move on to her hair. So I wanted to make her a blonde because I wanted her to look a little bit like me. So I'm using a combination of E35, E53, and E51. I did lay down the lightest color just to see where I wanted to have the darkest for her hair, and then I came right in after that with the E35, which is my darkest. So she's going to have some shadow around the part in her hair, under her ears, and around her face. Did that once, wanted it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going through all three of those markers for a second time, and then I'll finish off here with the E51, just blending that out. So there's a light bit of detail in her hair with a little bit of a flicking motion, but not too much. I thought it would be fun to color up her outfit in some yellows and purples. So for the purples, I'm going to use the V09, the V17, and the V15. Right now I'm just laying in my shadows here with the lightest, and then going right in after I'm happy with that with the V09, which is my darkest. So she's going to have some shadowing under her hair that's coming over her mask, and as well closest to her body and underneath where her arms are on her hip there. I'm going to do her little underpants, whatever you would call that part of her superhero outfit, in the purple as well, and I want that to look a little bit rounded, so I'm going to shade on either side, and then her top would give a little bit of shading as well. I decided to do the little circle with the heart in it in the purple as well. It will end up covering a lot of that heart, but I'll come back at the end with a black gel pen and just brighten that up. So going through with my mid-tone there, I've already done that. I'm already working on my lightest color, which is the V15. So I'm just working a little bit to make sure that that's blended. You can see the nice shading effect those three purples provide. I do go over with the V15 a second time. So once I got that done, I realized that I wanted to actually do the tails of the shooting stars here in purple as well. So I'm just going to shade a little bit where the star itself is and then down that line that's already drawn in the images. Colored those up really quickly. I will do the actual stars in a yellow color. Just had to fix up with my colorless blender here where I went out of the lines a couple times, just pushing back that color so that I can add the yellows. So for my yellows, I wanted a very bright yellow color. So I'm using Y15, Y13, and Y11. Just adding in my shading here with my darkest marker. So that would be the V15. Then I'm going to blend that in with the Y13. This image was super easy to color up, and she's just so adorable. I love her. Once I get the mid-tone down, I'm going to come in with my Y11, which is my lightest shade, and finish off the blending. So cute. So let me know if you have any superpowers down in the comments below besides card making. I absolutely adore this sentiment, like I said. So I'm just going to give her some shadows here. So I'm coming in with the C3. I'm going to blend that out with the C1. She'd look really cute with some gray buildings behind her as well. Here's where I'm bringing in my black glaze pen, and I actually went over her eyes and her mouth and the little heart on her outfit. And now I'm just bringing in my white gel pen to finish off the detailing of this card. I don't add too much, just enough to give it a little interest. And I think that brightens her up and brings her to life. I decided it couldn't be a superpower card without a little bit of glitter, so I'm bringing in my Nuvo glitter marker here. My Aqua Shimmer pen is what I think they call it. I recently was gifted this by a friend and I am in love with it. So here I'm just bringing in my paintbrush. I didn't cut out the mask under her one arm there, and I felt like you could really tell that it was stark white. So I'm just using the paintbrush to fill that in with the Distress Oxide. The paintbrush that I use are some really affordable Ranger paintbrushes. I think there's 5 or 6 in a set, and they're under $10 and they work great. So those will be linked below as well. Just adding that to my card base felt like it needed a little something, so I'm going to grab out my old school Creative Memories corner rounder here. And if you have one of these, you'll know that whenever you punch with it, it sends your card flying, but I thought that finished the card off nicely. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. I appreciate all of you who stop by my channel, leave amazing comments, and give me those thumbs up to know that you want to see more videos. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!